Thank you for stopping by to listen to my dad, Larry Witcher, otherwise known as the Professor of Useless Knowledge. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, let's get the Professor of Useless Knowledge in. Come on in here, Larry.
Coming in, Julio.
Yeah, how you doing this morning?
Well, we already been talking a long time before we come on about a sad weekend because I took the lawnmower and cut my garden down and pulled up tomato stakes.
Mm-hmm. It's that time of year.
Yeah, but that's a sad time now. Don't everybody won't understand that, Julio, particularly the young folks now that's below 25 or below 30.
No, probably
never done no gardening and
missing out on life. I tell you what, I do have a 2 rows of young tomatoes. All the tomatoes on there are about big as a golf ball, maybe just a little bit bigger. And I got some squash. It's just starting to bloom, but you're going to really have to spray them things.
And if it stays a little cool, they ain't going to grow fast.
No, they're going to sit there.
Frost may get them.
Yeah, may catch
Got to get ready to dig the sweet potatoes, because if the frost hits the sweet potato vine, it'll make them bitter.
Yeah, I don't plant any of them. I used to. Listen, I planted enough of those when I was a child. My granddaddy would plant, seemed like the whole farm in them, but then my daddy would want my granddaddy to come over and help us plant, and we haul water and drop those potato slips. Man, I got so sick of doing that. And then we set them out, Larry, the whole summer.
Yeah, you can set out potato plants early.
We set them out. I mean, we set them out from the time we got out of school till time to go back almost, seemed like.
Well, I'm going to have your help on some of this now, because it's getting time to start looking at the winter.
Yeah.
Cold, whether we're going to have a cold weather or not. But I'm going to have your help now, because I didn't have no corn planted.
Yeah.
We got some corn we get some Tennessee corn every year. Faye's got a nephew that lives in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he always plants Faye 2 or 3 rows of corn.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem is having to go get it down here.
From Tennessee, yeah.
But she talks her sister into going and getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, they meet up in Franklin, North Carolina.
I see.
And so that's just about halfway.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't notice now if the shucks on the corn is thicker than usual.
I didn't pay no attention, but I'll tell you what was, and everybody, I heard people complaining about this, and I don't know what in the world made it, because it was just as hot as ever. But, and maybe the corn got stunted when it was early, but the cob was a lot smaller this year.
Well, if the cob's smaller, that means the whole ear was smaller.
Yeah, the whole ear was small, yeah. But it was a smaller cob. It wasn't as big, long, pretty, cob of corn as we've normally had.
And look in the trees. If you see peckerwood sharing the same tree, that's a sign of cold weather. And this one, you're going to have to help now, you on it. So if the hair is thicker on the nape of the neck of a cow, it's going to be a cold winter. Now, you'll have to help on that. Go out and check your cow.
I'll check them out today,
Yeah, check that out. And also, you got a pig. You need to see if he's gathering sticks.
I hope he's not gathering sticks. I've always heard that.
Yeah, that's an unusual abundance of acorns. Now, we got a tree here that's full of acorns. The pecan hull's thicker than normal. But now this year, I can't check that. We ain't got damn pecan on our whole tree.
Me neither. I have no pecan. That's 2 years in a row.
The pecans, they say it does good about every 3rd year. So if it does, next year you'll really have them.
Let's hope so.
And how high the hornet's nest is off the ground, Julio.
Okay.
The higher the hornet nest is off the ground, the harder the winter's supposed to be. That lets the snow pile up high. But we need Joel on this one, since he's a weatherman.
Okay,
now, all of this stuff here is not made up, Julio. It come out of the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
And it's been in business over 100 years, so don't argue with nothing that's been around that long.
That's right.
Male, female, or what. But if it's a frequent halo around the sun and the moon, that forecast is a snowy fall. So Joel's going to have to go to looking.
Yeah, you got to get out there at night, Joel. You can't just go to bed at 6 o'clock every night like you've been doing.
Joel don't never go to bed, because I hear you say he's down there. Come in here at 4, and I hear him signing off the weather around 10:30.
Yeah, that's right.
When I go to bed, so, Joel must have a bed down there.
Yeah.
But
we've got to put him one down here.
He needs something else. But there used to be an old Indian moved into a area, Julio,
Mm-hmm.
and the folks got to kind of funning around with him.
Yeah.
Said, "What's the weather gonna be, Chief?"
Yeah.
And he'd tell them what the weather was gonna be.
Yeah.
And they got to really depending on it.
Yeah.
Even some of the the weather forecasters
Yeah.
got to calling the chief,
Yeah.
saying, "What's the weather gonna be, Chief?" And one morning, no chief come on. And they couldn't find the chief. Finally located him and said, "Chief," said, "What's the weather gonna be?" He said, "Don't know. Computer broke. Can't hear Joel."
Okay, then. Thank you, Mr. Know-it-all.
That's right. Maybe that's where they got the word chief meteorologist. You know, I thought about that.
Chief meteorologist. But when the computer broke, he can't hear Joel. Don't know.
Oh, boy. Larry, hope you have a good day.
I'm going to have a real good one. Y'all take care now.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, there he goes. That's the professor of useless knowledge. That's Larry Witcher.